What's up, everybody? I'm live. I'm on YouTube. It's Coach Mickey from the Dance Spot, and I just wanted to talk to you guys. First of all, I've been kind of on hiatus for the last couple days. It's been about a week since rodeo days. Kind of just needed a break, needed a woo-saw, needed to chill out, needed to regroup, get all of my ducks in a row because I've got a really, really big summer coming up. And I just want to make sure I got everything ready to go. So I'm back. Things are ready to go. We are going to have a great summer, and I'm ready for 2018. So before we even start the new season, we do have one more thing that we have to finish, which is our Diamond Company kids and a couple of our Emerald Company kids are going to go to Nationals in July in Overland Park for the Talent on Parade Nationals. It's July 5th through the 11th, and I'm going to leave down in the description below a link on where you can watch the kids compete live at Nationals. This is going to be our second time going to Nationals, and we should be getting a schedule here in the next month or so, and I'll put up a PDF form like I did before where you can see where the kids are performing and what time and all the events that we're going to be doing. I'm getting really excited about Nationals. It actually starts on my birthday, July 5th. Woo! So it'll be a great way to end their season and way to really kick it in for the new season. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about summer dance programs. A lot of times, a lot of kids just take the summer off because they have summer ball or they've got like family vacations and stuff, and that's totally fine. And, you know, families are going to do what they're going to do in the summertime. I totally get it. You need that like break before the new season starts. But what if you don't have a break or you don't do summer ball and you'd like to still keep dancing? Well, there's lots of options that we have available here at the Dance Spot. So for one of the things that we do is we do like a regular dance class. It's open to anyone ages 6 years old and up. And that class, you will learn something different each week. It's taught by Daytona, our CIT in ALMA, and it's taught by Courtney and Madeline and myself and our CIT Katie down here in Burlingame. So each week you'll learn a new form of dance style, which one week could be jazz, next week's ballet, next week it's a hip hop class, and it's just a fun combo that you learn each week. It helps you keep up on your dance training and gives you some options and opportunities to try other dance styles that you've probably never done before. And it's a great introductory to dance to see if it's anything that you'd want to do anyway. It's not like you have to be there every week kind of thing. We just leave it open and optional so that if you can make it this week, you show up. If you don't, then we see you next week. And those are going on continuously, and they are on our schedule, also on our website, which I'll keep in that description down below for you. What are some other things that you can do in the summertime? Well, we also have tumbling classes, and those are held one night a week, ages 6 and up. And in our tumbling classes, we have it divided up into 3 areas of training. So you have beginning level, kids who are working on just learning how to do a handstand and starting to do a cartwheel, to intermediate level where we're working on the beginnings of doing back walkovers and round offs and getting those technical skills back flexible and that kind of stuff, to the advanced level where that's where you start working on back handsprings and tucks and things like that. So those will be held one night a week as well. And they're optional too. They're not something that's required. You just come in and do your dance or do your tumbling as often as you'd like to. So those are on our website as well for you to check out. So what if you don't go to the Dance Spot? Well, you can come to our classes too. There's no requirement that you can only be a member of our Dance Spot studio. And we encourage anybody who wants to come. It's a really reasonable fee. And all of that stuff, if you want to find out more information, is on our website, and you can check all that out. And like I said, you can come and take a class, or you can take several. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. What else do we have. Now, what we do like to do is we like to work with some other dance studios in the area. We've already had one master's class. Next Friday, there is another master's class. It's a hip hop master's class with Lucky, and he travels around to different dance studios around the Kansas City area, and he's an amazing choreographer and teacher, and he has the iPush community, which is his own hip hop community, and they do all kinds of master classes and workshops over the summer. We also encourage our kids to go to any other kind of open classes or summer programs, workshops, with other dance studios all across Kansas City area and Topeka. So once we get those schedules and we find out when those classes are being offered, then we let our kids know, and it's totally up to them to attend. We encourage it tremendously because it's a great opportunity. If you don't live in this area, then I highly suggest calling around to different dance studios in your area and seeing what master classes that they have offered, or summer camps or workshops. And it's just like I said, it's a great way to keep your dance training going and to try new things. That's what summer is all about. It should be all about trying new things and getting yourself excited for the new season. So then, on top of that, once we get towards the end of summer, we will be going to CVX Live, which is a YouTube convention. Y'all have heard me talk about this tremendously. And then after that, we will be starting our new season for 2018. So we'll be having our summer camps, which they're like recruitment camps, and it's opportunities for everybody to come in and start learning choreography for 2018. We start putting together teams. We have auditions for soloists and duets and trios and small ensembles at that time. And those will be held all during the month of August. And we also have a little kids camp that we like to do. It's a princess camp. And we do that every year also for little kids. And that's usually between the ages of 2 and 6. So we will be constantly posting up all that information on our Facebook, on our Instagram, and on our regular official website. So just check all that stuff out. Some pointers on helping you if you're not dancing, but you're still planning on coming back in the fall. What you can do when you're not at dance class. Don't forget, you can stretch at home. Those are main things you can do when you're watching TV. Sit through a commercial and stretch and keep your flexibility going, because that's one thing that you lose when you have stopped dancing is your flexibility. So you've got to keep stretching even if you're not in a dance class. What's another thing you can do? Do like your own choreography. Get on Musically and like create your own dance routines and stuff like that, so that you're still dancing and enjoying why you even dance in the first place, for the love of dance. What are some other things you could do? If you're a part of like a school team, I'm sure a lot of times a school dance team goes to their summer dance camps, things like that. There's lots of opportunities for you to do that with your school. That way you're still dancing. And like I said, you can check out all kinds of like different studios that are near your area that might have like a ballet class, or they might have a hip hop class. I'll leave some of the different studios that are near ALMA students and that are near the Burlingame students, and some of the ones that I highly suggest that you check out, and where you can get some extra great summer classes that we might not offer on nights when you're busy. So I'll keep that down in the description down below as well. And what else can you do over the summer? Weight training is another good thing. Get in the gym, any kind of a gym, and do some lifting weights and getting your body all staying healthy, running around the block or going on walks, things like that. You want to stay physically fit over the summer so that when you come back in the fall, you're not totally out of shape. That's pretty much some pointers that I have for you. And yeah, and if you're not doing any of that, just enjoy your summer. Have a great time. Relax, enjoy. No stress, no pressure. Go on vacations. Hang out with your friends. Be safe, though. And I hope to see all of you in the fall when we start up again. We've got some great plans and some great ideas for next season, and I cannot wait. We've got some amazing routine concepts again for the new season, and we really would love for any of you guys to be a part of it. And for some of you that are debating, well, should I sign my kid up for a competition dance team? That just seems like a lot. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Well, there are lots of other options in some of our small town areas. Look out and be prepared. They sometimes in the fall, the high school cheerleaders or dance teams will have like workshops for your kids. And I do know that they're starting some new dance programs in the area that are free for kids, so you might want to check those out too. But why should you consider dance competition teams? Several reasons. One, when you are on a dance team that's like through a school, more than likely your coaches don't really have, like, they have some background in dance training, but they don't have like the diverse necessities that you need to have if you want to be competitive for collegiate level, or if you want to move yourself into a higher bracket, so to speak, for opportunities that are in the dance industry. But if you're just looking for something fun to do that's an extracurricular school activity and you're totally fine with just learning the bare minimum basics, those are great programs to be a part of. And I totally 150% support anything that provides opportunities for kids to explore the performing arts. So go for it. Totally behind you, and I hope it's awesome for you. But for me, I like to give opportunities for kids that are beyond just performing on a field or performing at a basketball game. I like to provide opportunities for kids to, reach those goals. Like last year, we had one girl who was on her high school dance team and had never had the opportunity to be competitive for a college scholarship. And this summer, she is going to be dancing down at Cali Community College on a scholarship with a college dance team. And because she had never competed before, it would have been very difficult for her to transition into competition because most college dance teams compete. So if you have never been in a competition arena and then you go to college to be on a dance team, it can be very stressful if you've never experienced that before. And it's really almost near to impossible to make a competitive college dance team if you've never competed. So that is the number one reason why. And I think is just like any other athlete, if you play softball or volleyball or basketball, your all eventual goals is to try and get opportunities to help you pay for a better future. And that's what athletics is all about for colleges, is to provide you an opportunity to go to college and get a better education, which entails a better future, a better job. And unknown fact for a lot of small town communities in Kansas, there are a ton of dance scholarship opportunities. And we can help you set that up like we did with Emily. So, and we did with our other alumni, Destiny. So that is my number one reason. Now, the another two reason is if you want to be a competitive dancer, if you wanting to like end up working in the dance industry, and that means if you want to go professional, and professional means I'm not at a college team. Professional means that people are actually paying you to be a dancer. So that could be like being a part of a dance company, being a part of an NFL or NBA cheerleading squad, being a part of an agency, a dance agency where you're auditioning for commercials, or you're auditioning to be on, theater productions, or working on musicals and things like that. It can be, it doesn't have to necessarily be Hollywood, and it doesn't have to necessarily be New York. I mean, there's tons of opportunities even in the Kansas City, Oklahoma, Nebraska areas. Colorado has a lot of theater dance opportunities. There's film industry opportunities for tons of people, commercials, things like that. And dance does open up a lot of those doors and a lot of those opportunities. So I do know for a fact there are several dancers here in the state of Kansas that have dance agents and that they commute from here to various audition locations for lots of opportunities to work in, be a dancer. So that's another arena. Why should you consider going into competition dancing? And then finally, the other reason I think is really highly important that is different than for some dancers, just doing a high school team or being a part of a rec program versus competing, is when you're a part of those programs, you have limited access to various styles of dance. Usually they only do like pom, hip hop, and that's about it. Very rarely do they get into tons of other dance opportunities and arenas that you may never have known that you were really good at, which is like contemporary or modern or musical theater or things like that. So when you're a part of a competition dance program, there's a lot more doors that open for you versus when you're just a part of a school or rec program. So I highly encourage you, whether you want to do rec or school or whether you want to compete, find the studio that fits you the best and really go for it. Being a part of a competition team is not easy. It's very, very difficult and it is expensive. But we do try to keep our costs down as much as we can because that was the whole philosophy and the point of why I even started the dance spot in the first place, is because I couldn't afford an expensive studio. So I opened up a smaller location area for families in these areas and tried to provide opportunities that still gave my girls and my son opportunities to reach their highest goals, and did it without having to break my bank. So that was the whole point of why we started this studio. But if you can afford and you're willing to do the more, I guess, expensive locations, there's some amazing studios that you should highly check out. It does hurt a little bit when you're at a bigger studio because, as you know, you're a bigger fish in a small pond, or you become a small fish in a big pond. So that's also another thing that you want to consider. We do give a lot more one-on-one attention because we don't have as many students at our studio versus some of the other big studios. So our kids get a lot more opportunities to do things like solos and duets and trios that they wouldn't have if they went to a bigger studio. So we do have lots of opportunities and lots of great things that you are welcome to check out, like I said, on our website. And that's pretty much it. So if you're interested in dancing, I will leave you a bunch of different links to some of my favorite dance studios in Topeka, Manhattan area, down in Kansas City, and check those out and check ours out. I mean, like I said, if you come from any of the areas around where we live, we are competitive with these higher, big, expensive studios. So if you can't afford the bigger studios and you want your kid to have the competition experience, you might want to check out the dance spot because we do have some amazing opportunities for very little cost. So anyway, thanks for coming in for my live feed on Friday, and keep posted with us because, like I said, I will be letting you know when any kind of summer workshops are happening or master classes or conventions, anything like that. I will keep you posted and updated. And if you're a dance studio that I'm friends with, please send me your dates and who's coming. If you got like Lucky or Caleb Bruner or anybody like that, that's amazing. Please send me and let me know because I will definitely be telling all my kids to go check it out and go help support your studio. So thanks a lot, and hope you guys have a great Memorial weekend. Peace out, y'all.